We will listen to Michela's second poem, The Lonely Troubadour of Paris.
The lonely troubadour of Paris, scraps of bare living in his beret and long hair, strumming out tunes to drunks in dark beer-stained basement clubs as they all talk and ignore him. Once in the rain, he saw a pretty girl out of the cafe window, and for years she has been his elusive muse. He's never seen her ever again, but still every day, come wind or rain, he sits by the window of the same cafe, at the same table, nursing the same cup of coffee for hours, looking out at the bustle in the boulevard, hoping she'll pass by, writing songs to her elusive honour that she'll never hear.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful, yeah.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Got a little tear to my eye there.
Welcome back, and now onwards. So we'll start going.
It's okay, you can.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Onwards with the London shopping channel, where we'll be selling various items on show.
Right, and first up, we have a strange coin.
What kind of coin?
American, delicious, pure silver, ideal to put under your bed pillow for the fairies.
1921.
And how
solid
much, guys,
silver.
is?
It's actually 90% silver. It's £35.
What do you think?
Beautiful.
Thank you. Next.
We also have this bottle, which Michela will explain.
Here is a poem, a unique poem, locked in Oscar Wilde's grandson's pochine bottle. The drink was divine. The poem is also divine.
The going price for this will be £130.
130?
£30.
Okay. What do you think?
Near offer.
Or near off.
That's wonderful.
And here we have an 11-year-old's graffiti poster for my campaign to become Prime Minister. He's 11 years old. And how much is this guy?
I don't know how much.
£40.
£40.
£40!
Okay, £40. Yeah. Anything else, guys? We've got to sell.
We have, this was a gift from Mikalev to me, I think on my birthday. It was a tooth he had knocked out, which is contained inside a lemon that's turned into a lime.
Oh.
Solid gold tooth.
It's £1,200.
Okay.
It's a bargain.
It's a tooth.
Have we got? We've got one more sculpture, I think, to
there's
sell.
one here. Guy, would you
Okay,
like to
this
look
one
as
as
well?
well, yeah.
Mind the special proof.
Yeah.
That was a subliminal advertisement.
What's how much?
It's a Staffordshire model
Just look at this baby.
of William Watts.
Absolutely dripping in sellotape.
It was in perfect condition until I passed it to Mikalev, who smashed it with a hammer and
And mended it.
put it back together.
And now
perfectly.
it's back in perfect condition, as can be seen.
It's better than it was originally, I can assure you.
How much?
£572.
Worth every penny.
Or near offer.
And then we have a plant, I think, isn't it?
All the flowers of Kew Gardens.
The part on the revolving plinth
Yeah.
is another Mikalev piece called All the Flowers in Kew Gardens, and that's for sale at a price of £5,500.
Mark?
I think that's everything we've got on sale for today.
Okay. Thank you very much to everybody.
But please view our site and there'll be more wonderful offers in future.
French Télé, à vous les studios.
So here we are sitting in the Guy Hilton Gallery with my great friend Mikalev, who has come here today to air his views and where he's going, basically. So, Mikalev, I've known you for a few years now, and it's great to be here.
The usual.
The usual crowd. Have you got anything coming up for a start in future work or?
Yeah, next on Friday I'm doing a show in memorial to Richard Martin, and I've got art pops in there, which is all the scroungers in the art world in London. They're all in there with a Union Jack around them.
Right. Yes, because Richard sadly passed away. Well, a good few weeks ago now, wasn't it? And quite suddenly. But, so that's a nice thing to do anyway. What other plans have you got at the moment?
I just got a phone call, and on Sunday I'm doing songs with Rex Nemo, the band.
Oh, right.
Halloween songs. If you want me to write some plans, I'll just scribble them out.
Yeah, that's cool.
That'd be over by the Noid Gallery, Commercial Road.
Oh, right, yes. Absolutely. So, yeah, it's one to go along to. Well, both are, actually. So what brings you to here, anyway? What's this, the wonderful journey of Mikalev? You're now sitting in the Guy Hilton.
Well, I got a phone call. This is the annoying thing about phone calls. I was raking the garden of leaves, it being autumn, and in the middle of making jams and jam, plucking the berries off the tree and boiling them. And then I rushed over here and the jam got burnt. And Nick, Helen's dad, was found the next day hammering the saucepan. It's now totally buckled.
Right. So no jamming.
Well, burnt jam.
All right. Okay.
And a banjack saucepan.
Yeah.
It's a big copper sauce. Yeah, we used to make jams and jam.
But but the poetry, has this always been a thing in your blood and your love, or is it just something that's developed over the years? You were at Oxford,
yeah,
weren't
it
you?
started in Oxford because I used to write songs which rhymed.
Whoa, yes.
Yeah, heaven forfend.
Yes.
And after the first 100 people said you're a poet, you lose your last vestiges of blushing. And so I just wrote poems. But now I write them much more quickly and thoughtlessly.
Yes. And I mean, I've heard many of your poems, and I love the one earlier you read, the Troubadour. That's beautiful.
I've heard some of your poem goes on TV.
Some do, yeah.
Yeah.
I read in the newspaper, it said, open access, free. Who the deuce watches this programme? I was very proud of that. Normally my poems are read on the top of roofs and with trees blustering and twigs blowing into you. And so my voice, it does carry, but it carries away from the camera somewhere else.
Yes. One thing I have to ask you, the Red you ended up on Earth, didn't you? The Red Dwarf series.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I had to wake up with a colossal hangover, and I got a all-zone travel card, which I knew would take me to Kingston. But then the train went on and on and on, and I knew this wasn't going to work. I just started seeing cornfields everywhere. That's Shepperton. But it was twice the journey. And I had, from my party the night before, I had lots of Christmas pudding in my hair, because we had a Christmas pudding fight. And I had these women nourish it out of me and make me basically into ZZ Top. I look much like Rasputin with Christmas pudding on me now.
As one does. Yes.
But I came out of a cupboard on Red Dwarf, and I wasn't allowed to wear my spectacles, and the lights were bright, and I think I looked rather sheepish, really. But they said to me, Abraham Lincoln said to me, he said, just say guards, guards, and you get double the money. And I just thought, how vulgar.
Was that your? Was that the whole piece saying guards, guards?
No, I had no words. I was a silent Rasputin, but if I'd have spoken on TV, you get double.
Yeah. Was that the end of your TV career?
That was
really?
completely ended after that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, except for I'm now in TV again.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But this is it's a serious
Yeah.
documentary.
But if
we're
you
making.
tell anybody you're a TV presenter, they want to kill you anyway. They hate TV presenters.
Yeah.
Everybody in Britain's a TV presenter, just like everybody in Sugardish is a DJ.
Yeah, maybe I should give up then now while the going's good.
You're a celebrity dog walker.
No, absolutely.
Oliver, you must have a question to ask to
I've got
Michele.
several questions been going through my mind. I don't know where to begin. Tell me a little bit about how you came to edit Sniffing Glue.
Well, I'd given up music because I found it boring at the end of the world shows, as they were in the subs. I used to get to about 4 to 5 gigs a week in London. You know, I used to go to the hippie things, you know, the free Black Hill Enterprise shows at Hyde Park, and you'd come out and the pigs would search you, and they'd find big bogies in the hanky your mother gave you. Hello, what's this? Yeah. And so by 76 I was thoroughly bored, but I'd had a vast record collection, and you know, it was famous amongst my friends, and people like Mark P, an old school friend, and Danny Baker, and Mark P asked me to, he said, "There's new things come up, let's do it." And he said he was doing a magazine, and I went, oh God, here we go.
One of those.
Yeah, and it started off in black and white, and when I came in it was photographs, and it just built up from, I came in at issue number 3, and they chucked me out in the end for being in love.
In love?
In love, yeah. It's actually a picture of me with a girlfriend looking like an insurance agent at the Roxy Club. They go, "Steve, Mick, sacked for being in love." I thought, that's fine. How can you be sacked when you've never been paid? And,
That happened to me once, actually.
and we had offices which were run by the CIA, and in Oxford Street, very posh Oxford, which artists took over after us, a very famous artists. We used to write on the walls, and the CIA used to ring from America. This was the drummer of the Police's relatives in America.
Summer. Copeland.
Stuart
Copeland.
Stuart Copeland.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Copeland's relatives were ahead of the CIA at the time, and they'd ring up our offices, and I'd go do the clangers. Go, beep, beep. They go, who the fuck is this? And then I was
clanger
playing music
impersonator.
about, yeah, no one talks to the CIA like you. So they didn't really like me. You know, we didn't gel. But I gave people like the Jam their first interview and drunk them under the table, and it got them to riot. Actually, I got a riot in Ronnie Scott's car. I said, "Look, punks don't like you. You wear a suit, they're not into suits. Could you smash something up?"
Yeah.
So, all right, let's do it. They smashed a monitor, and we started pogoing, and all their local bass fans.
Was this Mr. Weller?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All the local bass fans, they bust them in from Woking, and they all started hitting all the punks, and you know.
Brilliant.
And then Paul Weller came to me in the street. It was all spilt out in the street. It was like 20 people fighting in the street. And he came over and said, "Sorry about that, Steve." I went, "That's all right, Paul." And then his dad came over with a big box and went, "Sorry about that." I went, No, it's great, it's great.
Well done.
And then he became mega famous because of that, you know.
Brilliant. Have you got any like big future plans?
I think so. I want to fill the turbine hall.
With what?
Well, water, of course. There's plenty of it in the Thames. You can be the
They've
swimming
got Thames,
instructor.
specifically Thames. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Sounds good, yeah.
Link it to the
Have
swimming.
make an Olympic swimming pool, because there are more Olympic swimming pools in Paris than all of Britain. So why not turn the Tate Turbine Hall into an Olympic swimming pool with an assortment of lifeguards and swimming instructors
And
from the London art world,
Sponsored by Mikolev.
sponsored by Nicola.
But I also want to put 2 Concords in there and have them rubbing noses. Two Concords
Inuit.
rubbing conks. Yeah. Just rubbing those little noses.
Michele, is there anything else you'd like to say before we close?
I'd just like to say I'm truly grateful to the French people.
Thank you.